Hi, everyone. My name is Brendan Leung. I am the CEO and co founder of Passiv. I am originally from a small island called Trinidad and Tobago. I came to Canada in 2008 to complete my undergraduate's degree at the University of New Brunswick. And shortly after graduation, I saw a ton of opportunity here in Canada. And so I decided to actually stay. I didn't want to go back home. So I looked for a job that would help me get my permanent residency. It took me a while, but I finally found one. And after getting that job, I saved up a bit of money and then used that money to go back to school to do an MBA. While I was in my MBA program, I came across a course called Value Investing. And so I thought it was pretty cool. I signed up for the course thinking I'd be able to find undervalued companies and get rich by investing in them. And I mean, it turns out that you can find undervalued companies. It's just like a lot of work. And in doing that course, I realized how much I hated using Excel and doing data analysis. And so one of the things that sort of stood out for me in this course was that you could actually beat those professional investment advisors and mutual fund firms by simply just buying and holding indexes. And I thought that was pretty cool because basically, if you buy and hold an index, yes, you're going to get the market returns, but over time, it still adds up. And so that was sort of like my aha moment. And that knowledge sort of is what led me down the path of following financial independence. And so shortly after graduation, I got a job in tech. And so my plan was okay, I'll make as much money as I can while saving as much as I could by investing in index funds. And so that's sort of what I did for 3 years. And it was great. I had a lot of fun, but I hated using spreadsheets. So, funny enough, one day I had a coworker and he invited me over to his house for a party, and at his party he had this friend of mine that he thought I should meet. So he comes up to me and he's like, "Hey Brendan, you should meet Brendan. Both of you guys are named Brendan, and so you both obviously have a lot in common." And I was like, "No, man." Anyhow, me and this guy got talking, and it turns out that he was just as passionate about startups and DIY investing as I was. And he got around to telling me about this little script that he built to help him manage his money at Questrade using their API. And so I thought it was pretty neat because like I had the same problem that he was trying to solve with his script. And so we decided to explore if this was a business or not. And so him and I met up a couple times after our initial meeting, and I was able to convince him that, maybe it's worth pursuing. So we took to Reddit. We looked for people that had the same problems that we had. It turned out that there were a ton of people that hated using spreadsheets to help them find the underweight assets in their portfolios. And so that sort of kicked things off to where we are today. And that was 4 years ago. So today we have tens of thousands of users managing just under $1 billion in assets on our platform. We're integrated with a number of North America's leading brokerages. Here in Canada, we're partnered with a company called Questrade, and they are actually giving our product to their clients at no cost. And so, if you are with Questrade and you want to give Passive a try, simply go to our website at www.passive.com. That's passiv.com, and sign up, claim your free offer, drop me a line, let me know what you think about it. And yeah, Passive will help you if you are trying to follow a balanced fund investment strategy. So it's not like a day trading platform. So there's that. If you're trying to manage your entire household's money, you can use Passive to help you with that. Likewise, do dollar cost averaging and keep track of your portfolio's performance over time. So that's a bit about me, a bit about my company. I now want to share with the community some tips that have helped me to be a better investor. And so, what I'd like to share with you all today here is that the first step, basically, don't follow any investment advice that you read in the news. That's just simply because it's the news. They're trying to sell clicks, they're trying to get ad revenue. It's not necessarily sound investment advice. So you always want to do your own due diligence and make sure that the reasons you're investing in a particular company is based on solid due diligence. So that's the first thing. The second thing I want to share with you is have a plan and stick to it. I personally, I began investing because I wanted to hit a certain target in terms of net worth. And so that's sort of why I invest. And my plan is to use index funds to help me get those returns and get to my number. And so basically, that's my plan. And I stick to it regardless of whatever the market's doing. Uh, the third thing is FOMO. FOMO is an acronym for fear of missing out, and FOMO is real. Don't fall into that trap. Stick to your plan, invest. Don't try to get all crazy just because someone told you that there's this new hot stock you should invest in. Now, of course, if you want to do your own due diligence, that's fine, but just make sure any investing you're doing is not based solely on fear of missing out. So, those are three tips that have really helped me to be a better do it yourself investor. I'd love to hear what you think about my tips. And Passive, feel free to drop me a line. And as always, I look forward to being a member of this community and sharing with others as much as I can. Cheers. Bye bye.